Welcome back to my channel. Welcome folks, welcome all, everyone, all in all. Welcome to Mommy Mondays. I'm a little behind, but I just wanted to go ahead and pop these Mommy Mondays off for you guys. I just want to start off by saying welcome to my channel. I have a lot of hobbies. I'm busy a lot, but that's just very functional for me in my lifestyle, being super busy as a mom, wife, caregiver, friend, woman of God, all that great stuff. So let's just get into the specific topic. We found out we're pregnant. We found out we were pregnant when we were about 7 weeks. It was completely unexpected. Completely unexpected. Unexpectedly expecting our third child. We actually took in my cousins, my twin cousins, who are now 16. They were 15 at the time, but they are now 16. So we went from 2 to 4 kids overnight, from toddlers to teenage parents overnight. And we had kind of come up with the agreement that we might be done, having children or whatnot. And then this was sprung up on us. We actually found out the Monday before Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day was on a Tuesday this year. And I had actually just finalized it was a milestone birthday for myself. And I had just finalized 2 pretty big parties the following couple of weeks. One was actually traveling, and then the other one was here in town and stuff like that. And I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna be extremely honest with you guys. That's the whole point of making this video. And this, like I said, this is just I guess not a birth announcement, but a pregnancy announcement of when we found out we were pregnant. I did not take it well at all. It was pretty surreal when I actually, got the news and finalized and everything. It was very surreal because we had a lot of plans. We had a lot of plans of things to do. We had just got to a comfy space where everybody was kind of adjusted in the house. All the new stuff was adjusted in the household. We were just looking forward to a different direction. I guess I can say we were really looking forward to a different direction for 2017. And yeah, it's like I had a bowl of broccoli and cheese soup that I was about to enjoy. And then somebody gave me a pot of gumbo and said, you need to pour it in there, stir it up, make another bowl and make it work. That's kind of the best way to put it, the best way for me to put it. And after, of course, if you have children, or at least it seems to me, once you find out you're pregnant, that's when all the symptoms that you were avoiding and kind of pushing off actually start hitting you. You're clear on why you're having these symptoms and issues. Like, I had just got back into the gym hardcore. I was really focused, really driven with a lot of different things that I wanted to pursue this year and accomplish, and goals and stuff like that this year. But I would come home from the gym, absolutely exhausted. Don't get me wrong, I push myself really hardcore and stuff like that, but I'd be absolutely exhausted, a little nauseous, things like that. And I'm actually quite surprised and amazed that this child has made it this far. Not saying that, want the child to be gone at all. No, we are very happy and very blessed with what the Lord has, clearly put in our hands on what we're supposed to carry on with our lives doing. But when I say ailments, I've never had the flu, never had a flu shot, except when I'm pregnant. I've had a flu shot when I was pregnant with my son because I deliver in the wintertime with both of my sons. Those are the only flu shots that I've ever had. Not ever had the flu. I had both strands of the flu with this child. And this is all within the first trimester. So let's just go ahead and round up the entire first trimester from finding out to, the tip of the first trimester. Right, the flu, ailments. At the gym, let me rewind so I can get all you guys the details and stuff like that, okay? Finding out was very tough. It was mentally tough. It was physically tough. Very much so mentally tough because once you mind over matter. You know, once you have got direction and a plan and focus, you tell God your plans and watch him watch him tell you and show you his, right? But mentally, I had to, you know, I actually had to communicate a little bit with a few different people and, you know, a counselor or whatnot, because it's not that I didn't want this child or anything like that. It's just when you're pregnant, there are so many sacrifices that come with being pregnant when it comes to just things that hobbies or things that you like to do, things that you're interested in doing, eating, going, places you like going, you know, your body, period. How comfortable you are in your body, how your body is. Everything is on the line as a sacrifice when you are pregnant. And every pregnancy is different. I don't carry thank you guys so much. Everybody's like, oh, you carry, you know, you look great, you know, you make it look easy, you make pregnancy look easy and fun. I'm glad that I give you guys that, you know, that appearance and that aura, because that's what I would like to give off to other people, because pregnancy and life, being blessed with a life, is an awesome thing. However, the way I feel, the way you look and the way you feel when you're pregnant are two completely different things, just like with anything in life. But I felt physically very tried mentally. Probably the most tried that I have in an extremely long time. I think I could only recall being in that mindset and in that position and zone once before in my life. I didn't think I would ever go there again, or that could happen again. But I thank the Lord I've overcome it. Like I said, I can't say that we weren't angry at all. Maybe more so like confused. Not like, how did this happen? Because we all know how it happens, right? But when you're doing things to prevent that and taking things to prevent that, and then it so happens, it's like, okay, Lord, I know things are out of my hands, so clearly this is one of those things. But let's see, let me make sure I'm staying, you know, in the right direction with you guys. I just had to speak, you know, with some people, because I'm not big on like counseling and therapy and stuff like that. When it's necessary, it's necessary. And in my case, it was necessary because I had my mind over matter. My mind had a hard time letting go all that I had planned and focused, and taking the bits and pieces of what I still could do and can do and am doing throughout this pregnancy, based on what I wanted and, you know, the goals I had set. And because I was so focused and so driven at that point in time, you know, you have to mentally put yourself in a positive, understanding position for the sacrifices that come with pregnancy. So while in the position of doing that, because that does take time, you know, first trimester, that's, you know, conceiving all the way up into the first 3 months, right? 3, 6, 9, correct, right? Sorry guys, I'm a little pregnancy brain. It's real. Throughout that time, while, you know, processing, being comfortable, and being mentally stable and secure with being pregnant again, expanding our family more, physically, like normally I carry okay, but I have a more so pain when I carry. I don't know what that's about. Boys carry low and my boys hang low, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I tend to have pain carrying, just aches and pains, just throughout the pregnancy or whatnot. But when it comes to later on in the pregnancy, I have sciatic issues, and sometimes migraines on and off. I don't normally get migraines. I don't normally get headaches. So whenever I do get migraines, it's a big deal because I'm not used to functioning like that. I'm the type of person, I'm not a procrastinator. And I like to get things done. I like to keep it moving and stuff like that. And when I'm pregnant, I can't do that the way I want to or would like to and stuff like that because of, how I feel when I'm carrying. on top of making sure that you're safe and, taking the right precautions and things like that when you're pregnant, or because you're pregnant. And okay, I'm sorry, I lost where I was. My first 2 pregnancies with my older 2 sons, I was on bed rest for 2 months with one of them and 1 month with the other, because of my sciatic and just the way my body kind of like gets a little like, oh my gosh, this is a lot going on towards the end of my pregnancies. But like I said, like I stated not too long ago, I have not ever had the flu, had only 2 flu shots in my lifetime, and I'm not young. I'm young-ish. I ended up with both strands of the flu. Okay. That might be common for some people, but it's not for me. I'm not a sickly person at all. But I ended up with both strands of the flu, with 2 toddlers at home. Lord have mercy. I would wake up just randomly at night, wake up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, because you do go to the restroom a lot your first trimester. And I would wake up and fall, like wake up to stand up and fall on the ground, because my sciatic nerve would be flared up and bothering me already. And I'm like, I'm not even in my second trimester. What is going on? Like, this is the most trying pregnancy I have ever had. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. But it is, it's making me stronger. It's teaching me a lot just about life and perception and, myself and things like that. That's how I take everything that happens to me in life, to us anyway. It's all, for a purpose. But anyway, let's bring it back. So, while dealing with all of those ailments throughout the first trimester, I don't know, everyone out there who's watching, I'm sure someone out there has had trials where you are, mentally, emotionally, working on something, trying to get to a better place. But then on top of that, physically having to endure as well. That makes it really, 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 really hard. Like, I don't want to cry right now. It's really hard. Just as a human being, when you kind of feel like all the walls are closing in on you in different reasons and ways, and then trying to put perspective on that. So, yes, it was bittersweet. Finding out that we were pregnant again was bittersweet, because by all means, if you could just give me, like, hey, I want you to have another kid. Just give me the baby right now. We're good. We're great. Yes. Woo. Expand the family. Thank you. Another blessed life, to raise and be an awesome human being. But wait, I have to go through this 9 months of who knows what to get that person here. Yeah, that's always the interesting part. Let me check my notes and make sure I didn't forget anything. Pretty much it, just how we found out, just how it really affected us. It didn't really affect the family too much because, like I said, the older boys, they're teenagers, they were just like, oh, okay, it's going to be another kid, little person around. They're, I think, enjoying and seeing how interesting it is for our youngest, who is 18 months, grow and mature and stuff like that. And they're just kind of, they're really interested in the pregnancy and the process of the pregnancy, growing, my stomach growing, all that kind of good stuff. And as for the little boys, we just kind of tell them slowly, hey, you want another brother or sister? And of course we're like, oh, yes, please, let it be a girl. It has to be a girl. It just has to be a girl. Because that's the only reason why this would happen to us, because it has to be a girl. So it's just a lot of things that go through your head. I guess just how emotional this pregnancy has been for me. We have miscarried. We've actually miscarried 3 times and birthed 2 children. So like I said, we miscarried 3 times. And when you're not necessarily trying to have another child and your focus is somewhere else, and then now your focus has to be on all the things that come with pregnancy, emotionally, it was just hard. It's just hard. That's just the best way to put it, especially for me not to be breaking down on camera in front of y'all, because this is an extremely emotional pregnancy. I am not an emotional person. I'm sensitive and I have emotions and things like that, but the crying and not so much. But this has been an extremely emotional pregnancy, in the sense of, like I said, when you have your focus and your vision and your direction going one way and it's altered to the other way, it's hard because we have miscarried in different levels of our pregnancies. Thank the Lord, they have not been too far along, but far enough along, past the point of, oh, you're okay, and then not be okay. So that came into play, that comes into play. Just, it's a lot. But we're born for this. I do not believe the Lord puts us through things that we cannot handle or that we're not supposed to, endure to get to where He needs us to be. For the betterment of our life and what we are here for, because I am a strong believer in, I know and understand that it's not just about me. I'm not here just for me. And once you have that kind of concept in life or about life, or at least about, your passion and what you feel your purpose is, or what you see that your purpose is, things become a lot more clear. Things become clear and you have a different perspective and a different outlook on life. So, with that being said, I just want to make sure, just super ecstatic, really would love for you to be a girl, really, really wanted all that greatness, looking forward to another person. But you have to get there a day at a time, one step at a time. Thank you guys for joining me. If you'd like to keep up with this pregnancy, follow us on our family vlog channel, How Many Grams, that's here on YouTube too, or you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And I will be doing some week by weeks of the pregnancy, or you can just follow us every day and see how things go. But I hope this helps somebody. These videos are always to encourage, to help, to let people know that they're not alone, and for me to know and understand that I'm not alone. You know what I mean? There's a lot of us out there, and we're not alone, and we can get this together. So, any questions, comments, concerns? Down there in the comment box. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Let's build a friendship and some relationships, especially throughout this pregnancy, because like I said, every pregnancy is different. Bless you to those women that can pop out those babies and have those pregnancies. Like, it's just, no issues, no problems, no nothing. Good for you. Bless you. Okay. Oh, and I did want to mention that, not on top of the flu and the sciatic issues, the nausea. Did not have nausea with my other children. I know you guys, my folks, y'all know me. I cook, I'm an eater, I'm spontaneous with my food. If you don't know me, now you do. Nausea out of this world. What do you do when you need to be comforted? Sometimes you eat, right? But when you can't eat, y'all don't understand. Ooh, Lord. Y'all don't understand. I've been pregnant, had 2 pregnancies, 2 full-term pregnancies. No nausea at all whatsoever. No issues eating. No issue. This pregnancy, like I said, along with the flu and the sciatic and the migraine issues, nausea. Like nausea, a bit of vomiting, but like couldn't smell nothing, didn't want to taste nothing, couldn't eat. It was rough. It was rough. It is rough. Oh my God. Okay. But I just want to make sure I didn't leave anything out. Okay. And like I said, a little sporadic. They'll get more, compact and clear and more streamlined. But thank you guys so much for sticking with me.